morning. I'm calling from Sacramento, KMBR. My name is Sally Littlewood, and today we have Shin Fei from across the pond. Hi, Shin Fei.
Hi, hi Sally. How are you doing?
It is such a nice honor to meet you. And what time is it over there? Is it? I don't even know the time
It's
difference.
4 p.m., so I'm 8 hours ahead of you.
Well, tell me what you have been up to in your acting career.
Oh my God, my acting career. I've been doing it for about 5 to 10 years now, and kind of like done, I think, everything. No, no, sorry, that's definitely not true. Okay, I've done several things. I say everything in the sense that I've done stage, I've done voiceover, I've done screen, I've done musicals, I've done physical theater, which is the kind where you like roll on the ground and then like you feel things. You roll with
And
another
which
partner and then you fall off like a table that's been built for your group that's like on a 45-degree incline and you fall on it over and over and over again. Like, yeah, I've done various things, not everything actually,
And
but
which is your favorite, or which has surprised you the most? So two questions. Which is your favorite and which has surprised you?
you mean the project or I actually okay. Oh God, it's so hard. It's really hard to pick a favorite. I mean, so I co-wrote a show with my co-writer Yanis Chung, and that went on BBC, and I had to learn a lot of things, like we were pretty new writers at that point in time, and the writing, the creating process, the rewriting process, uh, some of the production. Yeah, I mean, I think that journey was just very rewarding to have because you get to learn a lot about the business. Uh, and of course acting in it as well. Yeah, I acted in it and it was just fun to do. And did you say how two projects or which?
I just wanted to. So are you still working on that? And was it hard to balance your day job? And what did your family think? Were they
Um
so proud of you?
I, at that point in time, I had more of a hobby job because acting is my full-time job. And then at that point in time, I was lucky enough to have booked a few commercials that kind of lasted me. Uh, I really, commercials are actually quite great. Funny enough, like when I first began, I was like, I'm not gonna do commercials. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. I so needed
I've
commercials
seen
for the money.
I've seen you in a commercial, and I forget which one, but I jumped up and I was like, "That's Shinpei!"
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
they're the ones that aired in the States. So Robitussin was
that's it.
one of
That's it.
them. And then, I mean, you're just happy when they're like, we're gonna run this for another year. I'm like, yeah, the money's coming in. So I had a hobby job at that point in time, which is working at a wine retail shop. And that was very useful as well because that fed a lot into uh, the writing of my character because my character was a bit of a wino. And what do
Very
my
helpful.
yeah, very super helpful. I mean, dude, I'm still drinking loads to this day, and
I think most people are with quarantine. Quite frankly, I
yeah.
I had heard that stocks in wine and chocolate went up,
Oh, it seems like a
which
sexy
doesn't
time.
right. It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Um, and you sing as well. Is that right?
Yes. I'm like, yes. I mean, I as an actor, I think a lot of actors sing. I can somewhat carry a tune, but I'm always a little bit harsh on myself to say that I sing in the sense that like, the people who do West End musicals, I mean that's a lot of daily practicing. That's a lot of that kind of singing. I don't know if I do that type of singing. Like yeah, but
Right. Right.
I have to I've had the opportunity to sing for acting jobs that I've had. and that's always, such a pleasure when a director says, "I want you to sing for this job," and
And
you're like,
when did the acting bug bite you? Did you want to be an actor as a little girl? When did this surface? Did you do acting in high school?
I did not. I did it. I in elementary school, like you have those musicals that they put every kid into. That they're not great necessarily, but they're fun. And so in my school, we had a musical, and that time, all the kids auditioned, and I got the lead role, and I was, but as a kid, you don't really think about this thing. Like you're like, okay, it's fun, right? And then uh, as I grew up, I didn't really think about it because I always thought that I was gonna go the business route, and especially the marketing route, because in my mind I was like, that's how I'm gonna make money. I'm gonna be the VP of marketing at Procter and Gamble. I don't know why that was like a goal of mine. I was like, I wanted to be the VP of marketing at some big multinational, and then I realized I'm not great at that. Like yeah. I did a corporate job that sent me to China because I speak Mandarin as well. So my boss at that time, he was actually really really great. Eamon, he gave me the opportunity to work in China, in Beijing. And during that time, over there, they work so hard. Like every day, everybody puts in at least 12 hours a day. Like, and then so I really needed something else to do at night. So there was this like one little cafe that had like a stage, and it had both expats and locals. And they're like, we have scripts, we need people. And I was like, sure, I need something to express myself. And it's kind of like what you said earlier, before we started this. It's like you just need something to release and to let out. And that
Right.
was where I discovered it. So I actually discovered acting as an adult, and thinking of it as a viable career when I was in Beijing.
Okay, that is the most lovely story.
Is
I hope that at some point in your life you go back to that cafe, and I hope it's still there. And I wish there were more cafes like that in every city. Or
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
they are, and we just don't know that they exist.
That's so true. I recently, funny enough, recently I just searched online for it. I think it's still there. Yeah, that energy was so great, and they were very welcoming. And again, it was bilingual, so it was both in English and Mandarin. We didn't know what we were doing. I didn't know what I was doing, but they're like,
But how special that it planted the seed really for your life and for your career.
yeah, yeah. I don't know if they know that. I mean, I did say thank you to them in emails, but yeah, maybe I should reemphasize thank you.
Well, they'll know that in time. Well, so do you have any advice for any actors that are either not getting work or frustrated or stuck, or just advice to actors in general?
I mean, you kind of described myself, half the time. I think it's just uh I mean, part of the journey is getting stuck. I think that's one thing. I don't know if that's advice. But that's something that
Do you
I
say it's inevitable?
it's
Like
inevitable.
it's gonna.
What my first professional job, I remember when I got out of drama school, my first professional job, I was doing this immersive theater play with this one actor. He was probably in his 50s, 60s. He was so good. He's been doing this for decades. And then, on the first night, he's like, I'm nervous and I have self doubts and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? You've been doing this for years. And he's like, no, this comes with the territory. You're never going to lose it. You're always going to have your ups and downs. But I would not trade it for anything in the world. So
Well, maybe that's what keeps it fresh and fun and scary and exciting.
yeah, yeah, I think so. So I guess I don't know if I have advice, but I guess that was the thing that I learned. And if there are any new actors out there, um, going, oh, why am I not getting this and that yet? I think that is really part of the process to learn how to manage that. Like it's not like, oh, I suck, I'm not getting jobs. It's more like, okay, well, this is part of the process, so I just need to manage this part of my life until the next job comes.
I love that, and I think actors just have to get used to getting a lot of no's because all it takes is one yes, right?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
takes one.
It takes one, and it makes you, I mean, you have to be resilient here. And the best advice that I not the best advice, but a really good advice that I saw from Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad. Do you know of Bryan Cranston?
No, but I'll look them up after
Yeah,
this.
I fangirled over him when I met him. He probably thought I was a psycho. Uh,
I
I
doubt it,
don't know.
but
No, he gave me that look. But he has this great thing on YouTube that someone posted where he he says it's something about jealousy, because like I think in this industry especially, some people will feel like, oh, why am not I not getting this job, why is someone else getting this job, and then inevitably some people do get jealousy, or at least feel not validated because they don't get the job. And what he said is, well, think of it as a wallet, think of that job as a wallet. Like, it's someone else's wallet. If your wallet was lost, wouldn't you want someone else to find it for you? So he said it a lot better, but I think that kind of mentality of, okay, well, it's someone else's wallet, but yours, when it's found, it'll come to you. I think I just kind of quite like that.
I love that. I will definitely look that up on YouTube. And I haven't gone down the Breaking Bad rabbit hole, but I would like to check it out.
Yeah, I mean,
Right now.
it's not for everybody, but it has it's. I mean, I'm a fan. That's why I psychoed on him.
Well, I'm right now. I'm watching Outlander. I don't know if you.
Oh, I haven't. I heard a lot about it.
It's brilliant. And then, did you watch Bridgerton?
Who didn't watch Bridgerton?
Oh my stars!
Yeah, yeah. It gets steamy, doesn't it?
It was very steamy. I was watching it with my 14-year-old, and that brought on a lot of questions.
Oh my god, I'm so curious. I'm so curious. Oh.
Right, right. Well, I feel like I've taken enough of your time, but
Oh,
I'm so grateful that we got to do this, and we are all rooting for you
thank
across
you.
the pond, especially a certain studio, Sherry Carlson.
Sherry
So keep
Carlson
that in
Studio.
mind.
Yes, thank you very much, Sally. And you look brilliant, and I love your energy, and I've seen your work. I'm a fan, so thank you so much for taking this time to talk to me. I know you're a busy
Okay.
lady.
Well, you take care and enjoy the remainder of your day.
Thank you, you too. Bye.
Bye.